Two steps ahead, guys. Two steps ahead. What can we say? So, Nikocado Avocado has returned after apparently a 2 year absence because two steps ahead. Apparently, he recorded all these videos 2 years ago and has gone on a secret weight loss journey as a social experiment. Which, gee, John, you sound mad. I'm mad that he didn't do it in real time. Instead, it's some performative bull crap. Um, I think I mostly, and also, he loses the weight and then he goes back to doing exactly what he was doing before he lost all the weight. Which, what is this his second social experiment? Is he going to gain all the weight back just to lose it again? So, as of what he says and does, and I really just don't believe him. But he had such a chance to do something good here. Instead of, I'm always two steps ahead. I'm always two steps ahead. This was a social experiment. For the past 2 years, everyone has talked. You know, instead of doing that crap, the people who watch him, if you read their comments, I'm sure there are a lot of people who are like, maybe struggling with their weight. And what about you, John? I'm a little overweight. I mean, I'm like, for my height, I should be about 200. Like, I'm 6'4", so I should be about 200 something. I'm about 260. So I've got a little bit of a belly. Like this size, this shirt is a 2X, and it's big on me. So I'm not as big as people think. It's just I'm a big guy. I'm sitting down, so everything just. But once I stand up, it's like, oh yeah, he's got a belly, and that's it. So I'm comfortable with my weight. But there are people who are struggling with their weight, who want to lose weight, but think, oh, I can't because it's too hard. This dude had the opportunity. This dude, who got to 400 pounds apparently, was able to do some good. He could have done this in real time, and he could have shown people, hey, it's not as hard as you think. It's not as hard as you think. And that could have inspired so many people to do it themselves. But instead, I'm always two steps ahead. I did this as a social experiment. People have been talking for the last 2 years about what's he doing to his body. And people, I saw some people be like, oh man, that Ozempic is really kicking in. So people, there are a lot of people, in fact, who don't even think it was a legitimate weight loss, that he had some kind of help and not just good old fashioned working out. So it's like, how do we know what he did? He didn't show anything. Again, if it had just been an actual weight loss journey that we could see, how do we know he didn't have surgery? We don't. We just basically have to take his word for it. He had so much, he had such a chance to inspire people to go on their own weight loss journey, to see that it's, you know, a little hard work and dedication. You know, hey guys, yeah, the first 10 pounds are really, really hard, but once you get past that, you know, you get into this groove and you're used to it, and you'll just, the pounds will just kind of slowly shed, and before you know it, you'll be. But no, instead he decides to upload 2 years worth of videos while he kind of hides in the shadows and does this secret weight loss, only to pop up and, I'm always two steps ahead. Why? Again, that's what I'm most mad about. That's what I'm most mad about. He could have inspired so many people who might be struggling. That is what I'm pissed off. Great, I'm happy for him. He got down to a regular weight, but now if he's going to keep doing this, I mean, really. Yep. I used mukbangs to get to 400 pounds, and now that I'm thin again, I'm just going to go right back to doing them. But John, you don't understand. He has control this time. Does he? Or is he going to do another experiment? This is what happens when you come out and say that you're an actor or whatever, because nothing we see we can trust. We can't trust anything. We can't trust it. So, yeah, great for him. He lost the weight. But 2 years, I mean, people are saying it's 2 years, people are saying it's 7 months. Whatever the time frame is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it's 7 months, oh, yeah, it's definitely going to have some kind of assistance because you're not going to lose apparently 200, 250 pounds in a matter of 7 months. You're going to have some kind of assistance. So, but if it's 2 years, it'd be more believable. Again, he should have just recorded it. And again, that's just what I'm pissed off more about. I'm glad he's at a healthy weight, but since he is an actor and he did this to himself the first time as a social experiment, what's to say he won't do something worse the next time as another social experiment? Instead of doing this, why not go back to playing his violin? He's great at that. He's great at playing the violin. Why not do that? So, I mean, everyone's been talking about it, Twitter, and I don't know, I haven't watched really anyone's video. I don't know if they've brought up the points that I have, like, hey, he could have done this in real time, done live streams or whatever of him, whatever he was doing to lose the weight, and said, hey guys, it's Nick. I'm here wherever, and whatever gym or whatever he was doing, or even if he has a home gym, he could have streamed and easily been in his own home gym and worked out and did all that while he was talking to everyone. It could have inspired a lot of people. But here, now it's, oh, hey, I'm just going to upload 2 years worth of videos, disappear, and then come back all thin. So now the people who are struggling are going to wonder, was it legitimate? Did he legitimately lose the weight? Or did he have help through means of surgeries and pills and this and that? And now they're going to feel, well, I don't know how he did it. I can't do it myself. But I'm always 2 steps ahead. Last 2 years, everyone's been talking. Everyone's been talking about Nikocado Avocado. Everyone's been talking about what he's been doing. I think he said something like about how his internals, his intestines and his internals are pretty messed up. Is that a sign of forced weight loss? I don't know. Not a doctor. But if you lose weight naturally, I don't think your internal organs are going to suffer much damage because they'll have time to get used to whatever weight you're losing. But if he's saying that his internals are still suffering and screaming, it sounds like there was some outside force. So there's two options here. Either he lost it all himself and, just through hard work, dedication, whether home gym or personal trainer. I mean, the guy has lots of money. He can afford one. Or he had some kind of assistance, surgical assistance, pills, whatever. And that's why he's saying his insides are still hurting and screaming because he lost all that weight in a short time and his body didn't have a chance to get used to it. So, and that can happen. It's like the opposite happened, or not the opposite, but in the opposite way. Your internal organs and everything can be damaged if you gain too much weight in a short time. So you lose too much weight in a short time, your body doesn't have time to really acknowledge and get used to what's going on. And the same thing when you gain the weight. So at this point, just don't trust anything the guy says. I mean, it'd be great if he comes out like, hey guys, though, I recorded everything I was doing for the last 2 years in my weight loss journey. If he did that, great. I would love to see what he had to go through in order to get to this weight. If he didn't, I guess he did that just so we have something to talk about. But I'd say, don't. Have your initial reaction, like, to this, and be done with it. Clearly it's for attention. So he could have inspired. He could have inspired. But instead he wanted to do, I'm the actor. I'm always 2 steps ahead. This was a social experiment. But anyway, what do I know? I'm just a fat guy. But that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.